Good day, I'm Tamar McHale and this is your JIS News for Friday, October 9. Work will start shortly to expand the Boscobel wastewater treatment plant in St. Mary and the Elliston Flats facility in St. Andrew. Water Minister Robert Pickersgill signed a $4.2 million contract with Vinci Construction Grants Projects on Wednesday to carry out the work.
Under this contract, the Commission intends to replace the Boscobel facility with a new wastewater treatment plant with a capacity of 600 cubic meters per day. The expansion of this system will have the capacity to treat current sewage flows to it, as well as the sewage from a new housing scheme, as well as other such planned subdivisions.
The new Boscobel plant will be built on lands adjacent to the existing facility. The Elliston Flats wastewater treatment facility will be similarly rebuilt and expanded at its existing location to accommodate a capacity of some 1,900 cubic meters per day. Minister Pickersgill says these will help to reduce contamination of groundwater, improve service levels and ensure greater customer satisfaction among the citizens of Elliston Flats and Boscobel. In the meantime, there is a proposal on the table to reuse wastewater for agricultural purposes. The general manager of the Central Wastewater Treatment Company, which operates the Soapberry treatment plant, says it's proposed to treat the water from that facility and use it for this purpose. According to Keith Goodison, this would be an important step in light of the continued water woes faced by those in the agricultural sector.
When you say agricultural purposes, what comes to mind almost instantly is the sugarcane industry. You'll be looking at hardy crops to use the water. It has nutrients which are consistent with the expansion and development of those crops. So that is one thing that we have actually engaged two companies in discussions about the matter. We would need to establish certain installation facilities at the plant so we could offload the water to be used by those sectors.
There has been a 14% reduction in the number of farm thefts since the Predial Larceny Prevention Unit was established earlier this year. Head of the unit, DSP Kevin Francis, says that since its March 2 commencement, the division has had 133 prosecutions for breaches of the Agricultural Produce Act. The prosecutions have resulted in 115 convictions, with 17 matters still before the court. DSP Francis says approximately 4,200 pounds of uncertified meat have also been disposed of, and the team has visited 98 farms and carried out 68 community meetings.
We're going around this island and letting people know that work is being done, and we're working for the farmers to ensure that you feel safe, you are protected, and that you are reassured.
DSP Francis was addressing farmers in St. Elizabeth recently. Meanwhile, Islandwide training continues to build policemen and women's capacity to deal with predial larceny.
Everyone should be aware of how to deal with or treat with predial larceny reports when they come in. It is the intent of this unit to go across the island to have extensive training at all levels of the police force.
The head of the Predial Larceny Unit says a vigorous investigative machinery is now in place with a focus on persons who are repeat offenders. Industry Minister Anthony Hilton is asserting that Jamaica's Logistics Hub initiative remains a viable program. He says the country is well on its way to becoming the fourth node in the global logistics chain. The minister was speaking shortly after a tour of Kingston Wharves Limited, which is investing $2 billion in infrastructure developments to meet the demands of the global value chain.
As a government, our efforts to improve the business environment, increase efficiency, to implement trade facilitation measures, along with the improved business processes, has proven effective in attracting investments.
One aspect of the multi-purpose port being built by Kingston Wharves is a 160,000 square foot warehouse complex. Construction is expected to be completed within 12 months. And finally, National Security Minister Peter Bunting has given more details on the categories of persons who would be deported to Jamaica from the United Kingdom if Jamaica decides to accept the proposed prisoner transfer agreement. Minister Bunting says the process would not apply to persons who are UK citizens with family ties in Jamaica.
And to the extent that there were persons who went there as children and may have spent most of their lives in the UK, we have contemplated that we would not accept those persons, the persons whose families are in the UK primarily. We would say no, those persons should remain there for their sentence for the same reason that I mentioned to maintain access of family, etc.
As for those considered for deportation, he says the majority are in UK prisons due to drug-related charges and violent offences committed in that country. The National Security Minister was speaking Thursday during a live video stream in which he answered questions posed by various individuals on social media. It's part of the public consultation process on the issue. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Tamar McHale. Thanks for watching.